is up, internet? I'm that dude, Swainzilla, aka old guy with too much time on his hands, coming at you from a fucking spaceship, and this is the reviewer. You may be shocked to hear this, but I am not a legitimate film critic. Yeah, it's true. As a matter of fact, I have never taken a class. I've never read an article. I've never even skimmed a pamphlet related on film education. But I have recently adopted sharing my thoughts about stuff on YouTube as a hobby. So why not include some of the movies and shows I watch? Let's talk about Season 1, Episode 4 of Andor. Like I said in my first review for this series, I'm a pretty casual Star Wars fan. I've been keeping up on the Disney Plus shows, and the reason why I decided to do like this review series in particular out of the blue is because I want a little practice of doing reviews before I get into my Halloween movie franchise review series that I'm gonna do, or that I'm gonna get into after I do my reaction for Halloween Ends. So I just want to get the hang of how this works, what the vibe I'm gonna give, like what do I want my reviews of like shows to like feel like. So I'm just gonna practice with this series, work out the kinks. I would appreciate any like advice. If you're like, dude, this guy is like seriously fucking up when he's talking about A, B, C, or D, throw it in the comments. Let me know. Give me a heads up. I'll try to do a little bit better. I mean, I am doing this as a hobby, but if people are gonna watch these videos, I want to do like a good job. I mean, I feel like I'm doing it for fun, but I don't want to be like shitty at it. So help a brother out. Like some, what do you want to call it? Constructive criticism. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, and I'll try to do better. And I've gotten lucky because I really do like this show. Like, I feel like I'm more immersed into this show than I was Mandalorian, any of them. Like the characters are awesome. Like, we got our new like heist characters, like the little group of people that include like the cousin from The Bear. He was also in that show about the vampire, and I'm just so the vampire that drove the fucking car, and the girl rode the motorcycle, and he was the girl's dad, and he just kept calling her brat every show, and it was so annoying. And it was something that was in the books that the people that liked the books were into, and they just tried to fucking put it in there. Oh, it was so annoying. Anyway, but that guy is a pretty good character. I don't really like his character in The Bear, but I feel like I'm digging him in this. Like, he looks kind of legit. Then we got the heist people. We got, who else do we got? We got the Empire. We got a bunch of, like, serious Empire. Like, we got the chick that's going to be, like, the new badass, die-hard person that's going to try to track Andor down. The boss man who's, like, I feel like it's kind of a continuation of the Renacott people that we already had. Like, it's kind of the same hierarchy, isn't it? Almost, except for like the black guy in the Empire is like, he's not like as diehard as like the Scottish guy or whatever that was in the Renacott group. Yeah, but the blonde chick is diehard. Like, I feel like it's, I mean, I guess if you're in the Empire, you're always like looking out for your self-interest. I mean, that's the reason why you're in the Empire. Like, you're fucking selfish, apparently. I mean, I guess at least that's what they're trying to portray, is that, you know what I mean? Everybody is looking out for themselves. So she's trying to like get up the food chain or whatever. So she's like intent on making a name for herself. And then like the black guy is like, he kind of reminds me of the one Inquisitor or whatever from Obi-Wan, like the one that was like beefing with the black chick, like, nah, you can't. I get what I deserve or whatever. I don't know, but the boss guy, he's like, he doesn't really. He's like, look, we're just fucking serving medicine out here. You know what I mean? We're trying to fucking we're trying to squash this shit before it gets to be anything crazy. But if it gets something crazy, it's somebody else's responsibility, more or less. I feel like that's what he was saying. And then, like, going along with characters, I mean, we're finding more about the guy he was trying to sell that box to. Now he's like a museum spy. He's like got a whole new character. It was crazy how he kind of just like dressed up, looked in the mirror, did like a little fucking snap of his finger. It was like a totally different character. So that was pretty sweet. And then we find out that the guy, the first Rent-A-Cop, the first Die Hard, the blonde chick A, turns out his mom's like living in the ghetto, so he must have come from some pretty like rough growing up, and he's just trying to make a name for himself. And now because he failed, maybe he joins the rebellion, or maybe he gets even more hardcore and tries to hunt down Andor himself or something. Maybe he takes it personal because a bunch of dudes got killed on his watch. I mean, I can't see him being like, he knows it's his fault. He knows he fucked up. Like, I mean, maybe he does try to get revenge for getting shit canned, but like, you kind of have to know. And like, I feel bad for the fucking main Rent-A-Cop guy, because he was like, yo, leave this alone. I'm gonna bounce and I'll be back and shit'll be fucking back to normal. He comes back and the whole fucking job is fucking torched because this guy fucked up. So, yeah, you kind of feel for him. I mean, I just love the world building in this show. Like, all the detail, like, and the differences between, like, our little group of heist rebels that are out in the fucking, although, like, the scope of things, the land is fucking gorgeous. But they're, like, in a grimy condition. And then you have the senator, you meet her, and she's, like, in this mansion and everything's clean and she's got this fucking sick ass ride and the husband's setting up the table, like, and then you got like where the Imperials are, or the Imperials. I keep saying Imperials. It's Empire, right? Or is it Imperials? Now I'm confused. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, so everything kind of sounds the same. The bad guys. We'll say the bad guys. So, yeah, and that's like really crisp and clean where the bad guys are. I mean, the chick that's going to be like our next villain, I assume, I feel like she's going to be revealed to somebody. I feel like they kind of are trying to make it seem familiar to get us off the scent of who this blonde chick is. Because I feel like she might be, maybe she's so diehard because she's trying to recruit people for the rebellion. Hard to tell. I don't know. That's just a theory. I'm just shooting darts at the wall with that one. But yeah, then you have like the city where dude went to go back to the crib to his mom's, and it's like, you know what I mean? There's cars zipping by, and like it's immersive. I just feel like this is the most immersive of all of the Star Wars shows I've watched so far. Is that, you know, everything else is out in the fucking desert on some desert planet. You know what I mean? But here you're getting like city streets and traffic. Like you're getting some like pretty serious details. I like the stakes. Like, even though we kind of have an idea of where this is going, like they're gonna, we know the movies that follow this. There's some high stakes. Like, you got this heist. What's gonna happen with the heist? You know, our boy's getting out of it, but like, it's like who's gonna die? Who's gonna be? You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna die, and somebody's gonna probably be a turncoat who's gonna get the person that dies killed. Like. So you're gonna have that that plays out. You have this whole espionage angle. Now you got the senator. She's, you know what I mean, hanging out and conversating with the museum guy. So there's already like the built and this chick is onto it. She's like, dude, there's something going on. Like, let me investigate because there's gonna be this rebel shit that is jumping off. I can see it. So there's like some high stakes as far as that goes. And I really like how it's shot. Like the scale of everything. Like you have these huge, like where they're at, this huge, it looks like it's like Scotland or Ireland or something. Like it's just shot, it's like a Game of Thrones backdrop and it just looks gorgeous. And then you have like, and then they get down to every little detail. I feel like, the old-timey like graphics on the computers. The computers are a little dated, you know what I mean? Like the intercom on the, you notice like the intercom on the wall where he goes to his mom's crib, and like it like kind of elevates the bigness of everything else by how much they focus on the small things. And I mean, it's just like I said, it's just immersive. I feel like I can envision living in this show. It's they're doing a bang. I think that's the strength of this show is that it feels like it's legit. Now, the only real negative I have about this show so far is I'm a little concerned about how many characters we have. Like the senator is already introducing, like teasing the introduction of another like big character. We have all of these, like, I'm just worried about getting, like, swimming in origin stories. Like, we already have, like, the people that are left from that aren't in this episode. The mechanic chick, the guy that worked, was the worker buddy that, you know what I mean, he was trying to convince him to lie for. The woman who was, like, his mom figure. What's going on with her? Then we still have like the sister. Where's the sister at? And then we got the, you know what I mean, the black guy, like that was with his mother figure, like when they rescued him from that planet. And plus we don't know what happened to the kids that were on that planet. There's like so many questions. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? I feel like we're gonna get this heist, and then we're gonna get like this political stuff with the senator. And then we're going to get all these origin stories, and we're not really going to move the plot forward as far as how the rebellion starts. I feel like it's just going to, which is good. I mean, I feel like that's the strength of these like shows on these episodes is that they get to do, and I think they're doing a good job so far. I'm just a little concerned that things might get a little bloated. With the people that we have to care about. They're going to have to start killing some people off, maybe. I don't know, so I guess that's my concern. But overall, I'm having a ton of fun watching this show. I've been watching the show, and then I've been watching a couple, like, breakdown videos to kind of get a vibe of, like, what's actually going on. And then I've been having fun, like writing a little, like, notes of like the things that I like, the things right so far. There hasn't been many things I haven't liked, but so I'm having some fun with this. But anyway, let me know what you think about this show so far. I think I'm putting it above The Mandalorian. I think it's better than the first episode of The Mandalorian. I think The Mandalorian skated on, you know what I mean, the Muppet. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what made that show popular. I feel like that droid is going to come into play later on in this show. That red thing that he was talking to that kept dying earlier on in the show. But, yeah, anyways, let me know what you think about the show. What you think about my reviews of the show. Are you going to keep watching? But that's all I have for now. Till next time. Later.